Good morning, everybody. Hopefully the camera's a lot clearer. I tore it apart and cleaned the lenses on it. It looks clear on my end. It used to be kind of hazy, but now it looks a lot clearer. Well, Tom Lilli, we got you on the table, buddy. Fixing to tear this thing down and see what kind of stuff we got inside here. Figure out what all we're gonna get out of this, because I'm not 100% sure what all's in this one. These are actually Poland variants. If anybody gets mad at me for saying that, it's the truth, so don't get mad at me. Just trying to get some of this stuff straightened out. I've been cleaning and moving things around. I don't know why I can't never find the socket I'm looking for, because it's probably on the impact ring. So we're gonna start breaking her down, find out what we got in here, because we got a good, I think you want us to hop this thing up, don't you, Tom? That's what pretty sure that's what we discussed. That's what we're planning on doing. The inside looks pretty good. We're gonna get it tore down and get started ripping and snorting. Oh, mercy. Trying to think if I had a story to tell today, but right now I can't think of anything. Maybe something will come along as we tear this thing down. Looks like it's got all straight screws in it. Oh, I do have a story I can tell. I have to be careful how soon I post this video, but I'll tell the story. So, y'all know Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave, he'd been wanting me to do a cylinder porting for him for a while, and we just ain't had time to do it. And I'll leave it at that. But I told him the other day, I said, you go get that thing, bring it over and drop it off. And I said, we'll port it for you. Because y'all know Uncle Dave supplied me with a bunch of parts. If it wasn't for Uncle Dave, I wouldn't have 2 of my 80cc saws. Because he gave me all the parts that he had to build one. Well, he gave me everything he had, and I bought 2 old blowed up ones off a fella on Facebook. I knew they were blowed up when I bought them, but he made me a pretty good deal on them, and I bought them, got them here, and tore them down, and rod was broken one, and the other one, the cylinder it had spit out a needle bearing and run it all the way to the top of the cylinder. I mean, just run the cylinder. Well, one of the cylinders looked really good. The only thing is the rod is broke, come out the bottom of it. So I do have a spool gun. Ain't the best for welding aluminum. It doesn't work like super good. It does work. And I took that spool gun and the pieces of that cylinder, and I tapped them back into place the best I could, and I welded the bottom half of the cylinder back in. It was busted out pretty good. And I was missing one chunk of the cylinder that I couldn't find. It wasn't in the box or nothing like that. I figured it fell out. And I just cut a piece of billet aluminum I had laying over here in the pile. I just cut me a piece and put it in the hole and hammered it down into the cylinder. And ain't a whole lot of, got a good bit of room in there. So I hammered that thing down into the cylinder and welded it in, and then went in and recut the cylinder back out so that it fit. And that's how I got my Pro Mac 800. It actually isn't a 800 cylinder that I used, but it's dressed as an 800 and it looks good. Y'all don't see me run it a whole lot because I like my SP81 better. But we're gonna get it out and run it one day. It ain't got no bar on it right now. I robbed the bar off because the fella wanted to buy a saw I had, so I pulled the bar off of it and put it on saw so he could buy it. Oh mercy! Oh Tom, we're gonna do a little machining on this one if we can. I don't know that we can. We'll just have to see how it's made. No, it's clamshell. So we're not going to be able to change the swish, but we're still gonna hop her up. We'll get more out of it. I forgot about these things being clamshell. But what I was saying, Dave give me all them 800 parts, and I built me an 800 Pro Mac out of them, and he brought his somebody he wound up with an SP81 because somebody had one that was sitting in a barn or something, and it got full of dirt daubers and everything else. And Dave fixed them up a saw, and they done some swapping or something. Dave got it anyway, and it was in pretty bad shape. Well, I took it and ported it yesterday for him. Well, he had to leave to go home because he don't like to drive in the dark because he can't see good at night. So he left the saw here. After he left, me and Andrew put it together. We put the whole saw together. It had been sitting for a long time. It was eat up with dirt daubers and stuff like that. I had to tap a bunch of holes out and get the dirt dauber nest out of them. But we found enough pieces and screws, and we put that thing together, and it runs. I went out there and cranked it this morning again, and it still runs pretty good. So I'm waiting on him to come by so I can give it to him and see what he thinks about it. I just got it. The box parts, I got them sitting in there, and I just set the chainsaw next to it. So we're going to wait and just let him go in there to get his box and find out there's a whole chainsaw in there. Why? Because I do crazy stuff like that. I got to find the 10, y'all. Give me a second. There's one over here just a minute again. Kind of wishing he'd come on. I'd like to see his reaction. I'm hoping he comes while we're filming. That way when he goes back there I can turn the camera maybe if I can get it in time and watch him go back there and find it. Just don't want to talk too loud and get here and hear me talking about it. It feels nice to do something for somebody though. Cause I ain't kidding, he gave me a bunch of parts, y'all. Cause he didn't think he'd ever have a 80cc saw. Cause they're right expensive most of the time. But he's got one now. I didn't film putting it together. It was a basket case. Cause it'd been torn down. It'd been torn down for a long time. It's set open and got dirt daubers down in the cylinder and down in the holes, and the gas tank was bad, and I give him another gas tank off one of the other saws that I've got. And I put a new fuel line in it, one of our little bushings. So I wound up I had to change his carburetor. The carburetor that he had was a single jet, and y'all know single jet carbs just don't work on ported chainsaws. we done no Kevin Duff's 026 the other day. Got it done, fired that rascal up. That sun gun rev 18,000 RPMs on the tire. I ain't kidding. And it had a single jet carb on it. We had to build him another car to put on it. I don't have a whole lot of metric wrenches laying up there on the table anymore because all I work on most of the time is Macs. And there ain't very many metric parts on the Mac. My 125's got a metric bolt in the back of the handle. Now, I know somebody's going to say, well, they don't come with that. You're right, they don't. It didn't come with it. But the screw hole was stripped. And I didn't have a screw that would fit it. And I tried a couple different things. Couldn't get nothing to fit in there, so I took it and put a 5x.80 Healy coil in the back of it because the hole was already the right size for the tap. So I put it in there and put a 5x.80 in it because I had screws for that, and it worked just fine. I cranked the 125 this morning. It was a little hard to start, but it's been setting for a few days and the carburetor was dry because I had some gas leaking down in the saw, and okay, she's dry. I had some gas leaking down in the saw, and the fuel line had a crack in it. Matter of fact, I got the fuel line laying here on the table somewhere. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I'll try to show you. There you go. See that? See the crack? So it run and everything, but it would when it set, it would set and leak gas, and it'd start dripping out the side and washing the paint off side cover. I didn't paint the side cover because I wanted the paint washed off of it. So I put one of the metal bushings in it and one of the new 1010 fuel lines, and it seems to work pretty good. I don't know. I think it'll supply enough fuel. I got to take it and cut with it, try it. We're gonna stuff this in here, blow a little bit of crud out of here. Crud ruckus. Just gonna stick this spark plug back in the hole. This is one of those Chinese spark plugs that come with something. I use it as a test plug. It ain't real dirty, it's just got a little bit of fine stuff packed in there, here and there, and I don't like dealing with it. Sometimes it just gets in the way. Do a bit of cleaning. On it. Trying to get all the crud out of the screws. Get all the crud ruckus out of the screws. See what kind of design we got in here. Okie dokie. It's made kind of like the 55s. Not exactly. It's kind of like it. Somebody's been in this thing, Tom. It's got different screws in it here and there. Y'all see that? The end fell off the kill switch wire. The end fell right off. Oh well. I'm sure we'll find something to fix that with. Y'all know by now I don't really get excited when stuff falls off. I work on a lot of older saws. I'm used to stuff breaking and falling off. I suppose just about bolt on there. .10 coil. Y'all, every time I take coil off something, I check to see if it'll fit on 1010 or 710 or whatever. wonder how I find a lot of these parts that'll cross over. This is how I find it. When I take these saws apart and stuff, I measure the pieces and I know the measurements for the match stuff. I got a lot of the measurements stored in my head, so I keep them measurements in my head. I take something apart, I start measuring it to see if we can find something that fit back to it. And I have found a few things that switch over. I got a bunch of people wanting me to tell them what it is, but I don't always. I don't know. Some people think that's mean, some people don't. I don't tell everybody everything. Y'all know I do this for a living. But I do share. I do share. I'm not that stupid. Somebody's sitting there right now waiting on me to tell you what it is. There is something screwy about the way this thing is put together, Tom. That boat right there is supposed to be a special boat, I believe. I'll have to look at that as it goes back together, because I don't think that boat wasn't holding the motor mount like it ought to, I don't think. Trying to bend the chain catch down. Chain catch is bent down a little bit. I couldn't get my socket in. Look, this thing got more different screws in it. Y'all remember that was a fine screw that went in there right there. That way when I ask you what it was, y'all tell me. She's a little dirty, Tom. But it'll be cleaned up when you get it back. Rub some of this stuff loose. I'm going to take this out in a second, blow it off. I used to blow them off in here, but it gets so much stuff in here. I still blow a little bit of stuff here and there, but I try not to blow the big chunks off in here. So I scrape them and dump them in the bucket there. Y'all hold on just a second, I'll be right back. There we go. A little bit cleaner now. Okay. We're back. And we're back. Yeah. Oh, mercy. We're just having us a time. Special made socket. Hopefully it'll work. It usually does, but sure as I'm going to show y'all, it'll break. So, keep your fingers crossed. I know some of y'all probably do this. That's how I take the clutch off. Alright. Clutch, washer, drum, bang. And this ring right here, if I can get it off. We just tie a piece of wire through it. Yeah. That way it's all put together the way it come off. We're gonna clean this thing up good whenever. We'll get it all tore down. Yep. Let's take the rest of this stuff off here. We'll just get it all off. We'll just go and get it all off. Oh, while we're thinking about it, I've been meaning to tell y'all something. If any of y'all look, I know some of you know Brian Gray. I met him up there at Buckenstock. We were friends on Facebook, but I hadn't got to meet him until Buckenstock. Y'all, he's got a page where he does a lot of mic work. And I actually go and watch his page. He builds a lot of the older saws. And he's got some really good stuff on there that I like to watch. He does a lot of he's building a Dirty 44 right now. This thing is stuck on here, Tom. But Brian Gray's got a channel. He builds a lot of his gaskets and stuff like that. He does some really cool stuff. Y'all might want to check him out too. It's BRYANGRAY. I got it off. But especially if you have to if you're working on some of this older stuff and you have to make gaskets and stuff like that, he shows a lot of the gasket making. I don't show that much of it. I don't make a whole lot of gaskets. Y'all know I get a hold of Brian Genrick and I try to get my gaskets made, because every gasket that he makes is one that he can keep making. and that way we can get gaskets to people that don't feel comfortable making their own gasket. This daggum oiler's being a butt to get out of here. Somebody's put blue Permatex on it, and they got her stuck in there good. There we go. That's gonna need cleaning. Somebody's glued that thing in there real good. I might have to get one of them to replace it. Ain't gonna be that one. There we go. There we go. Oh, ready for that. Need to screw that back on there so I can tap on it. Got the heater running over here in the background. The wood stove's fired up. This is one where it can be a real pain. Some of these flywheels here are real bad to get off. Pop loose or whether the screwdriver come out. Yep, it come loose. Y'all don't wail on them. If it don't come loose, don't beat the far out of it, because you can bend the end of the crank. Then use a brass hammer, it's helpful. She's dirty. She's dirty under the motor. Well, there she is. There she is, Tom. We got it tore down. I'm probably going to do a little cleaning. Oh, that little thing right there's torn a little bit. Well, it was right outside the cylinder. I think I've got another one of these off of a pole, and we'll probably see if we can find one to put on it. Because that one right there is your little pulse tube grommet. It's ripped. We'll see what we can do. We'll find something going one way or the other. All right, I'm gonna stop this off. Y'all have a good day. Bill Hopper out. All right, everybody. We got Uncle Dave here. We got his SP81 put together. We kind of like didn't tell him we was doing it, and we did it. So he's gonna fire it up. Go ahead and pull the choke.
Well, I usually pull them 2 or 3 times before.
It cranked first pull. Now you can probably turn the choke off.
Dang me.
And push that decomp again. She's got a lot of compression.
How do we get more compression in it?
Well, you know, you do it right, that's what happens.
Might have to get me a pair.
Have to adjust on it a little more.
Oh, has that got the internal?
No, the screw broke last night. It was stuck. I had to break it loose, a pair of vice grips.
Okay.
I ain't pulled it back off to put another screw in it. But what do you think about that, Dave?
I like it. I like it.
I figured you would.
I got a hickory nut tree over there to cut up. You know what I'm going to use?
Probably that.
All right.
Tell everybody bye.
Hey, y'all have a great one.
Bill Hopper out.